who's down in who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.
Mr. Monopoly here. Monopoly is back at McDonald's. Register in the McDonald's app so you're ready to...
Get your bag!
2 ways to peel for a chance to...
Get your bag!
Physical peels with select items and digital peels with others to...
Get your bag!
Play Monopoly at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
No purchase necessary. See rules at PlayAtMCD.com for full details and AMOE.PlayAtMCD.com to play without purchase. Ends November 23rd, but bonus play ends November 2nd. Monopoly is a registered trademark of Hasbro. Copyright McDonald's.
Clorox Toilet Wand, it's all in one. Clorox Toilet Wand, it's all in one.
Hey, what does all in one mean?
The caddy, the wand, the preloaded pad. There's a cleaner in there, inside the pad.
So Clorox Toilet Wand is all I need to clean a toilet?
You don't need a bottle of solution to get into this toilet revolution. Clorox, clean feels good.
Use as directed.
What's going on, Trojan family? What's up? Welcome to the USC LAFB show. I'm your host, Ryan Dyrud, and thank you as always for making this a part of your day. Wanted to give a quick recruiting update heading into the weekend. Obviously, massive game coming up here soon with the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Feels like a must win for Lincoln Riley, just to prove that they can win these big games on the road. So, we've had a ton of coverage of it all week long, so make sure to check that out here on the USC LAFB channel. But some recruiting, I wouldn't call it intel, but just some updates for you on one Duve Williams, 2027 elite cornerback from right here in Southern California, and wide receiver Keyshawn Bowman, top 5 receiver in the 27 class out of Nashville, Tennessee. Both obviously in the 27 class. So, just some updates here for you, and some of this is some stuff that I have heard, but also coming from our friends over at Rivals. So, for those that don't know, Duve Williams is the 4th-ranked corner in the entire 27 class, according to Rivals industry standards rankings. He is from Winnipeg-Cerro, right here in Gardena, so local prospect, and has been heavily touted to the Trojans for what feels like a year now. It's really going to be tough for anyone to beat USC. It would have to, essentially it feels like it would have to take USC saying like, yeah, we don't want you anymore, which is definitely not the case. So still taking visits. He's exploring and enjoying the recruitment process before committing anywhere, as he should. And that has been kind of USC's stance as Chad Bowden came over is, hey, we want you to see what's out there, like see where you feel like you fit. But once you do commit here, then that's it. So I think it's better that these guys take their time instead of just committing after one visit. Like I've said to you guys before, we've heard that there were multiple, over the course of spring and summer, there were actually multiple 27 prospects that wanted to commit, and USC kind of said, hey, let's wait a little bit. For multiple reasons, I don't have the exact reasoning, but my summation is like them saying, hey, when you commit here, we want you to lock it in and be done. So if you still want to at least explore a little bit, go do that now and don't get an early commit. So I think that's really the only reason, and I'm not even saying Duve Williams was one of those guys. He definitely could have been, because it's felt like his connection and recruitment by USC and the amount of visits he's had to USC. I think he's been on campus like 4, 5, 6 times, something like that already. So His strong relationship going way back with Lincoln Riley, with, now Trevon Reed, with Doug Belk. So I feel like he was one that maybe they were like, take your time. You're young. You got a lot of time to enjoy this process. So go and check out what you have. But still very, very strong with USC. He has visited Nebraska, Notre Dame, and Texas A&M. According to Rivals, had great visits. Loved him, had a great time. But USC still the team to beat. And quoting Rivals, could be nearly impossible to topple the Trojans, as I said. So great relationship with Lincoln Riley, Trevon Reed, Doug Belk, many others at USC, countless visits, many friends already on the roster. There's the connection of Adoree Jackson, who went to Sarah, and also USC, obviously, the Trojan legend that he is. So this one quote from Duvet, that Sarah connection with USC, Adoree Jackson, all those guys, they're always going to keep on me for sure. I'm one of their top guys. They're telling me that they're not going to have anybody else in 27 commit until I commit. So that's a big part right now. USC is always going to be one of the tops, whether win, lose, or draw, whatever. That's really interesting. I didn't actually read that line until right now. They're telling me they're not going to have anybody else in 27 commit until I commit. So he is priority number one, it looks like, in this class. Now, I don't know if that means any other cornerbacks commit till he commits or just any player. Obviously, they don't have any commitments yet in this 27 class. So obviously a mutual love between these two. And again, outside of maybe just taking a couple more visits, which I don't think he has any more scheduled. I think he was actually at Notre Dame for that Notre Dame USC game. As of now, no other ones scheduled, but could certainly go to more of those. But it certainly feels like eventually, when the time is right, this is one that will get done. And with Duvet Williams, obviously USC also going after Honor Falavi Johnson out of San Diego Cathedral, as he's like a top priority. They also are trying to flip Dante Wright, who goes to Long Beach Poly. And then Danny Lang and Aaron Washington at Mater Dei are two definite priority guys. Aaron Washington, as I said in an earlier video, will be at Nebraska tomorrow. Or depending when you're listening to this today, he'll be at the Nebraska USC game. So they're visiting Nebraska, but obviously gets another look at USC, which is always great. So, we'll see. But I think Duvet Williams is just, more momentum for USC to kind of lock this in. Now, Keyshawn Bowman, as I mentioned, is the 5th ranked overall receiver in this class out of Nashville, Tennessee. 6'1", 170. Great speed, elusiveness, could definitely put some more weight on, which he will once he gets to the collegiate level. And, named his top 10, which included USC. Those top 10 schools are Ohio State, Miami, Oregon, LSU, Texas, his home state school of Vanderbilt, Alabama, Tennessee, also home state, and Texas A&M with USC. So the usual players for a top prospect. However, when talking about who has stood out, he mentioned 6: Miami, Alabama. This is to Rivals. Tennessee, Oregon, Vanderbilt, and Texas. So did not include SC as, I guess he put his top 10, but then said 6 are kind of above in the 10. So I think it's worth noting that, while he didn't list USC as kind of the one standing out, clearly there's an interest there to go that he still included them in their top 10. So how hard is USC pursuing him at this point? That we don't know at the moment. How it shakes out with who they pursue in receivers. Obviously a massive receiver amount of receivers in the 26 class. So will they only take 1 in 27? Will they take 2? That is kind of yet to be seen as these kind of shake out, but certainly we'll have a shot with this kid. Again, it's a cross country being from Tennessee. So those are always factors when you really weigh those out. But a guy of his caliber being the 5th ranked overall receiver, certainly someone you want to see USC continue to pursue. So USC's in the top 10. They'll have the ability, if they kind of ramp the recruiting up, if they so choose, and then from there, we'll see kind of if USC can position themselves within those top 6, obviously 2 of them being in his home state in Tennessee and Vanderbilt. So everything's in front of him, depending what Coach Simmons and Savage and Riley want to do at this point. So that's it. Just a quick little update for you on those 2 key players. Duve Williams, I think, is going to be one of the headliners of this 27 class when he does indeed decide to commit. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it's feels like a foregone conclusion as long as something massive doesn't shift here within the program. So we'll keep you posted on that and update you on any other recruiter news that we get. Thank you always, family, for hanging out, making this the #1 USC channel in the space. We want to continue growing it. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Helps me out, helps the rest of the LAFB family out as we continue to grow. So enjoy the Nebraska game. Go USC. As always, fight on. Family, thank you so much for hanging out and watching the USC LAFB show. Before you go, let me tell you quickly about our friends over at Sleeper. Go right now, download the Sleeper app. It's the #1 sports app, not just for season-long fantasy, but they've got live pickers, they've got live stat updates, they've got a chat that you can chat with other users, plus the daily pick'em, which is a blast, or daily fantasy, whatever you want to call it. You go and pick 2 to 8 players across any sports. If you're talking USC, go choose Jade Mayava in his next matchup. Pick more or less passing yards, more or less touchdowns. You stack those, and you can win real money. When you go to make your first deposit, make sure you use our promo code USCLAFB. You're going to get a match deposit up to $100. Put in $100, you get $100 free to play with from Sleeper. Put in $10, they'll match you that $10, so now you're sitting at $20 to play with. But also, right now, for any new users, no deposit required. You get $20 free entry. You can stack both. You can get the $20 for free. Go make a deposit. Use USC LAFB, and now you've got a bunch of free money to play with right there on the Sleeper app. Check it out, Trojan family, and when you do, tell them the guys at the USC LAFB sent you.
The Who's Down in Who Newville were making their list, but some didn't know Walmart has the best brands for their gifts.
What about toys? Do they have brands kids have been wanting all year?
Yep, Barbie, Tony's, and Lego. Gifts that will make them all cheer.
Do you mean they have all the brands I adore?
They have Nintendo, Nespresso, Apple, and more.
What about...
So the Who answered questions from friends till they were blue. Each one listened and shouted, from Walmart? Who knew? Shop gifts from top brands for everyone on your list in the Walmart app.